Badour. I am an Optometry student from University of Buraimi. When everyone lives in safety, without fear or threat of violence, is tolerated in law or in practice, it is an ideal state of a freedom. Peace does not mean to be in a place where there is no noisy trouble or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm by your heart. It cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. We can never option peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves.
Hi, my name is Rashid. I am a nursing student. I will talk about peace and how important in our lives. I think peace is having good relationship with families, friends and community. Giving peace is just like loving each others. Peace is not only possible, but it's inevitable. So that means peace is very essential. So we must live together in peace and unity to achieve responsible relationship. Peace.
My name is Dr. Rhoda. I come from Uganda. I'm new in University of Buraimi, and I've been here around 3 weeks. So I'm going to talk to you about peace from the perspective of my own country. I look at peace in 3 perspectives: as my personal perspective, my personal space, the social space, and the public space. So just to define what peace means to me, peace is about having the freedom to express myself, cessation of war, and having tranquility. But peace has to come in my personal space. I have to have the freedom as an individual, freedom to cooperate with my social circles, and then I extend that to the public. So if I lack freedom or peace as an individual, then it makes it very difficult for me to express myself to the social and to the public. So I think the most important thing is having peace with myself. If I have peace with myself, my inner self, my individual self, then it's easy for me to express my peace and have peace with my social circles, which could be my family or my friends or people I work closely with. And then that is extended to the public. So that is my opinion about peace and making meaningful relationships with other people.
Hi, my name is Rashid. I'm from India. I'm working here in the university. Just to talk about relationships, generally a relationship starts when we meet for the first time, and some relationship it goes longer and stronger, and some it will not go that longer. And if you just look into the reason, okay, why it happens, most of the time if you see our friend or a relationship, if they have time for us, if they respect us, our feelings or thoughts, and generally we lean towards that. And if we do not really get that, we move forward or we do not really get to there. So if you look into that, we expect these kind of things from a relationship. So we have the responsibility also to deliver the same thing back to them. Then only we'll be able to really take a relationship forward. So according to me, the 3 key points that takes a relationship further is: 1, trust, to have trust. Second one, you should be able to listen to your friends or be a good listener. The third one, I think your ego should not take better out of you. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Reham. I am a nursing student from University of Buraimi. The word peace itself, it is more than absence of war and strife. It is the positive presence of harmony, salvation, joy, blessing, and reconciliation. So, if we want to live in a peace life, we have to do three things. Pursue peace as our duty, pursue peace with everyone, and keeping in our mind that we pursue peace in the light of God's mercy. So, if there is peace in our relationship, it fills us with joy, power, and confidence. And we really can test this when we enjoy the fruit of repentance, confessions, and forgiveness for everyone. So, if it is possible, as far as it depends on you, be in peace with everyone.
My name is Jalal Ismail. I'm assistant professor in optometry, University of Buraimi, Oman, and originally from UK. Peace is a complex process of acquiring values, knowledge, attitudes, skills, and behaviors to live in a harmony with oneself, family, community, nation.
Hello everybody, I am Ahmed. I am from Yemen. I am studying at University of Buraimi. All of us want the peace that occurs between all social groups, which everybody hope to keep the absence the war. The peace cannot be kept by the force. It can only be achieved by understanding. Everyone should know that when the power of the love overcomes the love of power, so finally the world will know about the peace. The peace is simply, it's the key to solving all our problems.
My name is Dr. Stella Briggs. I am from Canada, and I'm here to talk about peace. The word conflict and war are very disturbing when you hear them. And I think the first line, whether conflict between people or conflict between countries, should be peace. Try to resolve whatever problem there is through communication and dialogue. In Canada, for example, there is, I think it's one in probably the only country, I'm not sure, that has a school of peace building, where people from all over the world go there to study how to keep peace. And Canada, for one, is noted for opting for peace rather than war. So whether individuals or between countries, I think peace should be the first line of resolving any conflict. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Asst. I'm a nursing student from UOB University. Today, inshallah, we'll talk about the peace and relationship. Actually, the problem is not in the differences of our relationship, but the problem is lying in how we handle these differences and relationship. If our ego gets in the way, that will lead us to do things that will threaten our peace and relationship. It's not good to put the peace in the line of problem only, but you have to improve the life skill to keep the peace in your relationship. For example, awareness. You have to be aware of your own role of the relationship. When the differences is arise, you have to be observer one. You have to observe your thought, your mind, your emotion, and also your ego. And one way to improving the life skill is to asking yourself a question. For example, you can ask yourself, what I want exactly in this moment? Also, you can ask yourself, is what I want is coming from my heart or my ego? Secondly, making lovely eye contacts. Lovely eye contact is the most powerful life skill that maintains the peace in your relationship. When you are contacting with the partner, You can feel that you are projecting amount of love from your heart through your eyes to the partner eyes. Also, don't overact when you are contacting with the partner. Don't suppress thought and try to be quick to apologize. By taking this time to know your true self, that will be much easier to implement the life skill and keep the peace in your relationship.
This is Dr. Maria Elizabeth Arlene Castel from the Philippines. Human beings are by nature gregarious and would like to form relationship. So what then is the best way to form relationship? Herewith is the peace acronym. First and foremost, we have this patience. This is the main virtue. It is not just the waiting that counts, but it is how we behave while waiting. Secondly, we have enhancement of communication skills and of course improvement of our interpersonal relationships, so we will have mutual understanding. Third, we have acceptance of our imperfections and of course the differences of others for mutual understanding. Then we have fourth, we have to culture peace within us, so that this will be, and then expand the horizon, set examples even in words, in and deeds. And of course, we have to use ethics as the basis of our action and interaction and the mirror test for our intention, because the seat of ethics is not in our minds but in our hearts.
Hi, my name is Isechukwu. I'm from Nigeria. When we talk about peace as an outcome of responsible relationship, what comes to my mind is the law of nature, that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. In this context, I understand it to mean that our action will either result in peace or conflict. We are therefore responsible for the peace in our life and in our relationships, either as individuals or as countries. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sa'id Al-Badi. I am from Al-Batina, study in UOB in College of Health Science, Nursing Department. If we will talk about peace, we will not finish today. The word of the peace itself is a peace for my soul and my body. A peace is a worldwide word. I can say the peace holds many meanings in my life, like love, coexistence, cooperations. All these meaning, another meaning of peace, it can be help my community, my family, myself also. Solidarity between the members, in particular my family members and among the member of the community in general. If we will deal, will communicate, will play, will work, will love as a peace way, the generation will grow in a peace area. I mean by peace, the persons will apply the peace road between his relative, colleagues, friends, between his relationships, and the worker that will make them comfortable. Then the persons will be as a lover one among his society.
My name is Inas Siddiq from Sudan, a lecturer, Optometry Department, Faculty of Health Science. A good relationship does not usually happen, you have to work at it. And a good relationship simply means different things to different people. For that, we need to accept, respect, and involve each other's culture, and peace will be the result. Peace begins with a smile, and peace simply defined as a statement in which there is no war or fighting, or agreement to end war, and a period of time when there is no war or fighting. For a good relationship, we need to listen to each other and communicate with each other, talk to each other, and also to accept value differences in each or in others. And also we need to make plans and accept what is going around, and usually conflict, look at your part in conflict rather than just putting the rights or on others' contribution. Don't assume it is easy to know all about what you would like to know about others, because people change. So for that, you need to understand what is going around or happening in relationship, and at the same time, you need to know where other people act and who they are. And when the power of love overcomes the love power, the world will know peace. Jimi Hendrix. And for achieving peace as an outcome of responsible relationship, be supportive, be attentive, and be flexible. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Mohammed. I am from البريمي. I am optometrist student. Peace is state of the calm. It used to term peace opposite way. Peace is a way to achieve harmony between people. When the peace is achieved among people, see the harmony manifested wonderful among people, no matter what race. When peace prevails between the country and government, that means the safe and stability environment is the success. Also, peace is a way to connect people with each other, to learn about their culture and traditional of every people.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Imran Mahbub Beg. I'm a physiologist and I'm from Pakistan. And the question has been asked for me, said, what is peace as an outcome in a responsible relationship? I don't know the answer, but what my thoughts, my heart says, I can convey it to you in some words. Every relationship have differences. Either these relationships are between two family members, between a husband and a wife, between two friends, between two colleagues, between two business partners, between a boss and subordinate, or even between two countries. It is inevitable to have differences in any kind of relationship. Problem never arises when we have differences in a relationship. Problem always arises how we are handling those differences. Okay, we know that every relationship, it demands some space, some freedom, which is required to build up a relationship, but it also, on the other hand, it requires trust and responsibilities. The problem arises when one person in a relationship thinks that I'm not responsible for the actions, for the consequences done by the other people. No, it's not that. We know that the actions of one person always affect the other person who is in relation with that person.
Hello, my name is Vishdan. I am an optometry student from University of Buraimi. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. Peace is not something you wish for. It is something you make, something you do, something you are, and something you give away. Peace is not absence of conflict. It is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means.
Greetings everyone on this occasion of Global Ethics Day 2016. Let me at the outset thank the University of Buraimi for encouraging the College of Health Sciences to organize this year's Global Ethics Day, the first of its kind probably in Oman. I must also thank the team that organized and made the effort to make this event a reality. I must also congratulate the team for choosing a sub-theme within the overall ambit of the main theme, War and Peace. The theme, Peace as an Outcome of Responsible Relationships, reminds us that peace is our individual responsibility. Because conflict usually starts from a broken relationship. It is true of families, it is true of communities, it is true of nations. Why do we have war? Because there is a desire in us to control others. There is a desire in us to distrust others. There is a desire in us to be the masters of the world. And that provokes us to engage in war. The consequence is only destruction and distress for ages to come. If we really want to achieve peace in this world, we must focus on the things that cause war and tell ourselves that we will not intentionally engage in anything that promotes war. We have to tell ourselves that we will learn to love, we will learn to trust, we will learn to forgive. If that is our attitude, then I'm sure there will not be any conflict in families, in communities, and in nations. As an academic institution, we are in the business of preparing global citizens. Therefore, it is important for us to engage our students in these global activities that open their eyes to the issues that cause conflict. So we must continue to engage in such efforts and encourage the future generation to avoid the mistakes that we have made in our own generations and the mistakes that past generations made that resulted in war and conflict. I wish you all the very best on this occasion, and I hope that we will continue to focus on such an important issue. I must congratulate the Carnegie Council for establishing a forum that can focus on ethical issues in international affairs. Thank you for this opportunity.